Hello and welcome to the first time trial video that I've done in quite a while. So this one is a special treat. This car and this track are a beautiful combination. Now, something that you need to do in this car that you pretty well can't do in any other is take this corner full throttle. And it's really hard, as you can see. I blew it a few times. This is the only failed run I'm going to show you, so I'm doing some donuts because I failed. Now, let's get on to the real run, and then I'm going to go through this a second time showing you detailed braking points. First time, we're just going to go all the way through this. Two screens, you're having the pilot view on the top and chase view on the bottom. So very late braking point here, early acceleration point. You're only braking 5 times this whole lap. Like no brakes here, and definitely no brakes here. And then not a lot of brakes required at the next point, which is coming up. Take 2 tires way off track to increase your trajectory. No brakes at the next corner. And then there is the corkscrew. This is a blind corner. You've got to practice this one a few times. You're going to have to wreck it a lot before you get good at it. And even this, maybe I could have got there a little bit early, but boy, I feel like I maximized that. No brakes here. I mean, wow. And then short braking point here, and then here is another critical braking point at the very last corner. This one's tricky. You can go way on the green, just like that, with just your left side tires and not be off track. And check out where that gets me. Pretty happy with this. I don't know if it's going to stick because this is very early in the week, but anytime you get a Group A finish, you should feel pretty dang good about yourself. And I do. By the way, don't do this. Even though it's a lot of fun, if you're trying to catch a ghost, don't do this. I love it. I love flying through the corkscrew. Slow motion. So much fun. Okay, now back to the action. Now we're getting to braking points and acceleration points. First off, go as far over to the left as you can for this first slight corner. Then head to the right and watch where that green is coming to an end. That's where I'm braking. Back to the throttle at about the midpoint of the corner here. And then you really need to set up your trajectory as far over to the left as possible, and you got to start this corner at just the right moment. This next corner is substantially easier. Now here, again, we want to set this up far over to the right after the overhead banner there. You're going to get on the brakes a while after, and into the throttle pretty early, about that midpoint of the corner. Blast through this. Don't be afraid of getting close to that sand. Set this up. It's a blind corner. Full throttle through that puppy. Watch on the left-hand side. There's kind of a rumble strip, red and white. Little while after that ends, you're on the brakes. Far to the right. Start cutting to the left. And you just got to practice this one. Onto the throttle right there. And then get far to the right as soon as you can. Start your left-hand arc nice and easy. Get to the far left, braking right where the red and white curve is touching your front. Into the throttle at about that yellow section there in the corner. Difficult braking point. Watch to the right, the white and red curve again there. Braking around where I was. And again here, you're going far over onto the green. It's not off track. And hope you can do the same thing. Happy racing. By the way, this is the highest I ever went at this track in a Porsche 919 Hybrid Evo. And here's a video about that. So much fun to take flight shots in the corkscrew at Laguna Seca. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe. See you again.